This is a CBS Evening News special report. On Friday, May 1st, the mayor of Kent, Ohio, Leroy Satrom, declared a state of emergency due to rioting in downtown Kent. $5,000 worth of damage was done to local businesses. On Saturday, that night around 8 p.m., a group of mostly students gathered on the Commons, then marched up to the ROTC building, where it was lit on fire. The plainclothes police officers there did nothing to stop the crowd.
Good evening, this is R.J. Humphrey reporting from Ohio at Kent State University. Tonight, students are protesting the bombings in Cambodia. National Guardsmen arrived here at 10 p.m. to find the ROTC building here on campus set ablaze. No one is sure who has done it yet, but students have been put to blame at this moment.
The firemen also stopped trying to put out the fire after they were attacked by a few students and the hoses were slashed. Tear gas canisters were used to disperse the crowds, and guards with bayonets fixed to their rifles chased the protesters away. With the primary election for the U.S. Senate only 2 days away, Ohio Governor James Rhodes, who is running for the position, flew into Kent and held a press conference, saying that protesters were, quote, the worst type of people we harbor in America. Even though a ban had been placed on all demonstrations, a crowd of approximately 1,500 students, protesters, and onlookers had gathered in the Commons area.
So these National Guardsmen pulled up in a Jeep, and they told us to get out of there. But we were trying to make a point, so we started throwing rocks at them, to get them out of there.
Approximately 116 guards then formed a skirmish line and marched towards the students. Realizing that they were in danger of being clubbed and bayoneted like the last 2 days, the students retreated up Blanket Hill to the Prentice Hall parking lot. For the next few minutes, guards on the practice field threw tear gas at the students, which were promptly thrown back.
Yeah, so the next thing I know, they fired a tear gas canister at my feet, so I picked that sucker up and I threw it right back at them.
The members of Troop G had been knelt with rifles aimed during the exchange. When General Canterbury felt that the crowd was sufficiently dispersed, the guard turned around and marched back up the hill.
As we approached the National Guardsmen on the hill, we noticed they had their rifles drawn, and although their backs were to us, so I was just standing there giving them the big fuck you.
Suddenly, about a dozen members of Troop G turned and fired a total of 67 shots. Lewis was 70 feet away from the guard when this happened.
And anyways, the next thing we knew, they turned around and they started firing into the crowd, and I got hit in my side here and in my left leg. It hurt so bad, man, I just went right down on the ground there, I just prayed I wouldn't get shot again.
13 seconds later, when the gunshots had stopped, 4 students were laying dead on the ground. Allison Krause, Jeffrey Miller, Sandra Schuer, and William Schrader. 9 other students had been wounded. In the aftermath of the shootings, students with first aid experience helped those who were wounded. John Philo, a 22-year-old photojournalism major, started taking pictures. After slipping through FBI roadblocks, Philo had his pictures developed. He called the Associated Press and was allowed to send them one photograph. He was awarded Pulitzer Prize for that year.
It's just terrible that our own country would be shooting us, for speaking our mind out against the war, which, never should have happened. Thousands of people dying, and we were just trying to make a point, man. We weren't criminals. We didn't deserve to be shot.